Hey guys, good evening. Guys, if you're able to see my screen, just type S in the chat box so that we can get started. Great. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for confirming that you're able to see my screen. So we'll begin with today's session. That is the last part, maybe. I'm just hoping that it should be the last part for today. Whatever the HTML that is required for, you know, understanding locators and other Selenium automation concepts. Okay. I feel that we will be in the last part today. So what I have covered so far, I covered what is ID name attribute. Okay, in the last session, I covered all this stuff. Now we'll begin with the CSS, guys. This part is CSS. Okay. So I intentionally provided the class attribute here. You see, I covered only ID attribute and name attribute, right? I covered only the ID attribute and the name attribute. I didn't cover the class because class is somehow related to this CSS selectors. Okay. Class is something related to CSS, cascading style sheet. I told you last time, right? If you remember, I told you this last time, like, for example, there is a doll. For example, guys, there is a doll. Okay. The doll has some, this is like a doll. Let's see. Let's assume this is a doll. Okay. It has some hands. It has some legs. Okay. So let's assume that this is a doll. And to build this structure of the doll, we need HTML. HTML is enough. Okay, for building the structure of this doll, let's assume that to create the structure of the web pages, like the structure of this doll, we need HTML. Okay, we need to use HTML. Okay, the structure of the doll will be designed or created with help of by writing the HTML code. So now this particular doll, does it have colors? Does it look black and white, right? This doll is black and white. Does it have colors and all those stuff? What do you say, guys? Does this particular doll have some colors? No. Coloring, styling is not there. This doll is not styled up. If you sell the doll directly in the market, will anyone will purchase the doll like this? With some cotton and, some cloth which doesn't have any color. No one will purchase this in the market. Okay. So what do we generally do is, to make this doll look attractive, the people, right? What we do? We have to apply the styling for this doll. Okay. We have to apply the styling for this doll. So what is the styling? I'll tell you. Here, let's say I'm just applying some styling. Okay. Okay. Some styling is given. Okay. So now this is nothing but CSS, guys. Okay. This is nothing but what? CSS. Cascading style sheets. CSS. Okay. Whatever the HTML code we have written will only create the structure for the web pages. To apply the styling to the web elements and web pages, etc., we need to use something known as CSS. So what is the full form of CSS, guys? Today I'm going to cover CSS. Okay. In the last sessions, I covered HTML. Now we are going to use CSS now. Okay. Not at a depth level, at a high level. Whatever the HTML we covered at a high level, similarly, CSS also will be covered at a very high level. Even consider to HTML, I'll cover it very less. Okay. But this knowledge is pretty much required. So guys, CSS, what is the full form of CSS? Tell me, what is the full form of CSS? Cascading style sheets. Everyone type in the chat box. Everyone type in the chat box, what is the full form of CSS? The full form of CSS is cascading style sheets. Okay. Cascading style sheet or sheets, whatever you say. Don't draw anything on this. Try to clear that. Okay. Cascading style sheets is a full form of CSS. Okay. Cascading style sheet is a full form of CSS. Okay. Fine. So Okay, 1 minute. Okay, fine. That's okay. CSS stands for cascading style sheet. We can see this here. Okay, the full form of CSS is cascading style sheet. I'll just type CSS in the chat box. Sorry, in the Google, and you will get the full form of CSS. CSS stands for, okay, what does CSS stands for? Cascading style sheets, okay, in the full form of the CSS as I mentioned, okay. Fine. Anyone new to this batch? Just type me in the chat box. Anyone new to this batch? Type me in the chat box. Satya is new to this batch. Nichita, I think Nichita, you already attending from today is the first day. In that case, you type me in the chat box. Who has joined today? Who has joined today? Only today. Yesterday session, don't worry. I think Nishita, you are already joined yesterday or day before yesterday, right? Satya has joined today, it seems. And okay, batch classes. This is my first class. Okay, okay. Satya, Nichita, and Leah. Okay. And Zilani, you're already there, no? You're already there, I think so.
Yeah, I am in HTML class.
Okay.
Hello.
But
But
this is
today,
not your first session,
HTML,
right? This is not your
no,
first.
not Saturday, Sunday. I have not attended.
Saturday, Sunday, okay, that's okay. This is like, Monday session, right? Batch one, batch two, sorry. Okay, batch two session. Saturday, Sunday, there will not be any session for batch two or something. Okay, additional topics will be there, but that's okay. So I'm considering Satya and Leah and Nichita as your first classes. Let's assume for now. So what I have covered so far is that, I'll talk to you at the end of the session. I'll give you more guidance. Just be there in this meeting. So till now, what I have covered is this one. Okay. So mainly we have covered this HTML concepts. Okay. So basics of HTML. So do you guys already have some basic knowledge of HTML? Satya or Nishita, Leah, whoever it is. Yes. First, we will complete the HTML. Then almost today will be the last day. We'll complete HTML and CSS part. Tomorrow we'll start locators, and after locators is completed, we'll go to the some software testing basics for Selenium, and then we'll go for the Java for Selenium. Okay, that's the plan. Yeah, clear now? Java in detail, I mean Java, whatever that is required for Selenium, completely it will be covered for you. Don't worry. Okay. Satya, what about you? You are aware of HTML? Some basic knowledge is enough. You don't have
Yes.
to be an expert. Yeah, then great.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. What about Nishita? Are you aware of HTML?
Yes, I'm aware of it.
Yeah, then great. So, Leah, what about you? Are you aware of HTML?
Yes, I am.
Okay, then it's not a big deal. So we are covering only some intro topics till now. The real sessions have not started it. So maybe tomorrow we may take some software testing basics, or then we'll go to locators or whatever it is, and then we'll start the core Java for Selenium. That's the plan. So don't worry, nothing has started properly till now. Whatever that has been started till now, right? I'll guide you in at the end of the session. Okay, you guys be there till the end of the session. I'll talk to you. Fine. Is that okay? Just be there till the end of the session. I'll talk to you separately. Okay, in a
Yeah,
detailed
sure.
manner.
Thank
This
you.
is covered. I'll tell you. Okay, very intro topics we covered so that you can refer. No problem. Okay, and I can help you if you need any help also. Fine. Anyhow, let's move on. So now this session topic is all about CSS. Okay, HTML is almost covered. Now we want to apply the stylings. For example, here the HTML here no styling is there. Only it will create the structure like this. Okay, the web page structure with the web elements it will create. Let's assume. DOL you can relate with the web pages. CSS stands for cascading style sheets, and it is used for styling the web pages, etc. Okay, the web elements, web pages on web pages, etc. Background colors, front down colors, font sizes, all these things will come with CSS. You don't have to be a master here, but you have to have the basic knowledge of CSS, guys. Okay. So what is the basic knowledge? That much is more than enough. So here, style attribute. Okay. So we have something known as style attribute in HTML. Okay. This attribute is by HTML only. Okay. Not CSS. The style attribute is given by HTML, and here we'll write some CSS properties and all, because of which that CSS styling will be applied. But here style attribute is from HTML or CSS. Tell me, guys. The style attribute here given in the example, right? Style attribute, inline CSS. There are three types of CSS here. I'll talk about that. Inline CSS. Inline CSS, I can divide the CSS into three types. Okay, at a high level. Inline, internal, other one is external. Inline CSS, internal CSS, and external CSS. External CSS. If I talk about inline CSS, okay, if I talk about this inline CSS, the CSS that is applied at the HTML element level, that is inline CSS. Got it, guys? What is inline CSS? The CSS styling that is getting applied to the web elements in the HTML element level, that is called as inline CSS. Okay, that is everyone type inline CSS. The first type of CSS that I'm going to cover for you is inline CSS. So everyone type inline CSS in the chat box. Inline, the styling that can be applied to the web elements on the web pages at the HTML element level is called as inline CSS. We were using Visual Studio Code, if you remember. I'm just launching the Visual Studio Code. Expand this. Okay. I'll close this. Freshly we'll create a new thing. HTML practice is there. Okay. As part of HTML only, we'll do that. Not a problem. We'll create a new file. I'll create a HTML file only. Okay. So I would like to apply CSS styling to some HTML elements. So for that, we need HTML file, right? So I'll say practice HTML 5.html is the extension I'm giving. An HTML file I have created, guys. Here I'm going to write some code. Here I'm going to write some HTML code as we have done in the earlier sessions. Top type will write, then HTML will write. Okay, HTML. Then inside that head tag will write. Then here we'll write the body tag. Okay, so inside the head tag we'll write the title tag. Here in the body tag we'll write paragraph /p. Okay. One minute. Okay. Then head tag, body tag. There is a paragraph here. Let's assume that there is a paragraph. This is first para. Like that, I'll create multiple paragraphs, guys, because I want to explain you multiple CSS properties. This is para 2, I'll say. This is para 1. This is para 2. Then this is para 3. Some text I'm writing. Para. This is sorry, here first para I said, right? Otherwise, I'll say this is para 1. That will be easy. Okay. This is para 2. Paragraph 2 or something. This is para 3. Like that, I'll create all the paragraphs here. P. This is para 4. This is para 5. Okay, like this I'll create. Now, what I will do here is I would like to see how this HTML code, okay, whatever I created the HTML code, right? Here I'll say CSS styling, inline CSS, I'll say inline CSS demo. Okay, some title I'm giving for the web page. I just click on go live so that the, whatever the HTML code I have written, that will be displayed here. You see all the paragraphs that I have created are coming here. You see the title of the page is inline CSS demo, and these are the 5 paragraphs that we have created. So we can do one thing and just do like this and provide this, and here this one also resize this and drag on to this portion of the section. Okay, so that you can see both the editor and the page here. Now whatever I do the changes here, that will happen here, as you already know. Now till now I didn't apply any stylings. Okay, till now I didn't apply any stylings to this. This is black and white only. Did I apply any CSS styling to these paragraphs, guys? Did I apply any CSS styling to this paragraph that I have created in the form of HTML code here? All 5 HTML elements are there. You see every paragraph is HTML element. Did I apply any styling so far? No, I didn't apply any styling so far. This looks like this kind of doll which doesn't have any styling applied, right? Similarly, guys, if you have to apply the styling, there I told you, right? There are three types of CSS. Inline CSS, which you can apply specially to a particular element of the web page. You can do that. For example, here, every paragraph that you see on the page is a web element. I want to apply some color. Let's say this para 1, I would like to display in red color. For this para 2, I would like to display a background color, like green background color, not text color, background color. This one, I want to increase the font size. Okay, like that, many things I want to do. For each and every paragraph, I want to apply a different style, let's say. For that, HTML is providing an attribute known as, which attribute HTML is providing? HTML is providing one attribute where you can apply this inline CSS to the HTML elements. What is the name of the attribute? Style, right? You are right, Nishita. It is style attribute, guys. This is from HTML or CSS? Style attribute is from HTML or CSS? Tell me. You can type in the chat box your answer, guys. Style attribute is from HTML or CSS? Nishita is saying HTML, Ram is saying CSS, Rija HTML, Janavi CSS, Satya CSS, RK HTML, iPhone, Nigora, sorry, HTML. Okay, it is from HTML, guys. The answer is HTML. Okay, the attribute is from HTML. Okay, so what is the answer, guys? What is the answer? This style attribute is from HTML, but whatever the value you are going to assign, right, that is from CSS properties. Okay, there are different CSS properties to apply the CSS styling, but style attribute is from HTML, which is making the HTML interact with the CSS. Okay, to apply some CSS styling to this paragraph, HTML is providing one attribute known as style attribute. Okay, so everyone thinks that style attribute is from CSS. It's not like that. Style attribute is from HTML, and whatever the value you are providing, that will be from CSS. Okay. So anyhow, let's move on to this, and let's go to the notes. Let's say color property is there. CSS styling property, color is there. This is from CSS. This is from CSS properties. Is there. Font family is there. Okay. Background color is there. Text align is there. Alignment. Someone was asking me. Okay. Earlier, someone was asking me how to align the text. Okay. Here we have this kind of stylings. Okay. CSS stylings. For the style attribute of HTML, if you pass the CSS property like color colon, for example, I'll apply that. Okay. I'll apply that. Just give me a second. Here I'll say style color colon. If I say red, press enter here, what happened? The paragraph color got changed to red color, or yes or not? The paragraph text color got changed to red color or not? Yes or no? What do you say? Yes or no, guys? You can type in the chat box if you want to interact. This paragraph text got changed to red color. That's how we can apply the CSS stylings. Okay, I just would like to move here so that you can see more of this HTML code, less of this output. Okay, fine. Now, like color is equal to red, color colon red, color colon red, we have other stuff like style is equal to background. I would like to change the background color of this particular para. This time I don't want to change the text color, rather background. Okay, is there anything coming background hyphen color? It is giving me such suggestions, guys. Let's see. I'll say green color. Okay, green, and you see it's giving me, do you want green or green yellow? It's saying I'll just say green. This is the advantage of the editor, guys. Okay, if you have this kind of advanced editor like Visual Studio Code, you see how this you can change the colors also, and if you don't know the colors, if you want a different color, you can change it here. Okay, but you can type the color and it's suggesting all the stuff. Okay, you see the background color of this para text has been changed to green color, right? Then another one, that is I want to change the size, font size of this para. Again, style attribute from HTML is equal to CSS property we have to give, that is font. You see font size is automatically coming here. How much font size? Let's say 30 px. Write like this. See 30. Yeah, font hyphen size, guys. Sorry. Is it changed to 30 pixels? Yes or no? What if I give 30 only? Will it work? Yeah, it's not working. We have to write px also. Okay. Font size colon 30 pixels. I already explained what is pixels in the previous sessions. But you see the font size got increased. Font size got increased, right? This is para 3. And now for the para 4, I would like to do some alignment. Okay, style is equal to what is a CSS property? Align. Align. Okay, what is this? I have to take, I don't remember that exactly, but let's see here. Text align is the attribute, okay? Text align. text, okay? If you remember some only, at least some you will remember, right? Then you can do, otherwise you have to take the there, okay? Text align, I want center alignment or right alignment, left alignment will be there, right? Center, you see? The alignment of this particular text has come to the center, okay? Earlier it was left, by default it is left. I can move into the center or I can move it to the right also, you see? Right alignments, it will go to the right side. Okay, left means it will come to the left side. Left alignment means it will come to the left side. For now, I'll write center. So that will go to center alignment. So this is the alignment. Okay, this is a CSS property for which you have to give the value like this internally. Last paragraph, I would like to apply some font style. Okay, style is equal to, there are different font styles. Currently, which font style we are using, we don't know, but you can see that all these are having a similar font style. I would like to give a different and unique, very unique font style. Simpson. Simpson is a font style. Okay, font family. You have to give font hyphen family colon Simpson. Is there any change in the thing? Font hyphen family colon Simpson. I don't.
HTYLE P P.
Where is that problem? Yes, style, right? Style is not applied. Correct. So Simpson, it's applied now. Okay, font. That's why it's not coming earlier. Okay, font family is equal colon. If you know any other font family that you are aware of, you can let me know, guys. What are the different font families we have? You can Google search if required. Font families. Okay, give some font families. Give some font family. Yes. Anyone know any font family that you are trying to?
Times New Roman.
Yeah, Times Roman. Anything that is very unique, that I want. Okay. It should make a difference. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll go to images otherwise, font families. Roboto. Roboto thin, Roboto light, Roboto regular, Roboto medium, Roboto bold, Roboto black, and bold italic. Okay, there is is there any other fonts here we can see which looks very different, so that Ravi regular font. Okay, I don't know whether that will come or not, but I'll try that. Ravi regular. I'll just see whether it is applied or no. No, Ravi, RAVI. Then in that case, no. Times New Roman. What is happening here? Times serif. A lot of things are coming here. I'll just remove this things and reduce this one. Okay, it doesn't feel like there's something applied. Okay, let's see if any other font I can pick up properly. Vardhana is some font I generally like. Vardhana, I'll try. Vardhana. Yeah, the font is applied, you can see. You can clearly see the difference between this is para 4 and this is para 5, right? Okay, that's how we can apply. So Disney font, I don't know whether Disney font will come here. Disney, I'll write first of all and see. Yeah, okay, I have to say Disney is applying like this only. Then Arial, how the Arial will be. This like Arial is Roboto is there. Roboto. Okay. Like any fonts you can apply, guys. I don't see much difference in the fonts, but There may be many fonts if you open the Word document or something, right? Sans serif.
Try Lucida.
Which one?
Lucida. Lucida.
Okay, let me try that. Lucida. Okay, I'll try Lucida. Lucida. Is anything I have to select here or just Lucida is fine? Lucida sans regular. Okay. Okay, few things will not come here. Okay, that's okay. So Vardhana is something we were able to see some difference. So that's okay. You can apply the fonts. You can play with the fonts later. Okay. So many fonts will be there. Many fonts will be there. We can try them. Okay. Sans serif, Lexend, many things are there. Okay. So suddenly I'm not getting any names anyhow. That's okay. Font family, monospace is also there. Monospace, Vardhana, sans serif, Times New Roman. Okay. Like there many fonts will be there. Okay. Fine then. Let's not spend more time here. You see, basic font family, sans serif, cursive will try. I think cursive will make a difference. I am getting some feeling. And right down here, did we get any cursive? So this looks something like this. This is para, okay? Cursive. Vardhana, if I give, it is like this. And if I give cursive, it is like this, okay? Okay, this is part, some kind of, you can see the difference much, okay? Cursive, right? Cursive font. So whatever the stylings you are able to apply, right? You understood, right? Color, you read color of the paragraph you change. Here you change the background color of this particular para. Then you change the font size itself. For example, if I say 50 px, it will be more actually, okay? You see how much size it's increasing. Then alignment, center, right, left, okay? Font style, font family, that is font style also you can give font family, okay? Is equal to cursive you can give. This many varieties are there, guys, okay? This many varieties are there. And this is not the final list, okay? You have many more CSS properties that you can apply, but just to give you a high level understanding of how the CSS properties will look like and how you can apply them to the style attribute of HTML to change the inline CSS, okay? This is the inline CSS example. Now, I would like to go with the internal CSS. So when you go with the internal CSS, this is inline CSS, guys. Whatever you have seen here is the inline CSS. You are applying the styling for this at the element level, right? In inline CSS, are we applying the style at the page level or at the element level? Tell me, guys, at the page level or at this file level or at the element level? Tell me, at what level we are applying the styles? At the HTML element level. That is inline CSS. That is called as inline CSS. Now I'm going to go for the next level, guys. Okay. What is the next level? Here, I'll create one more file. Practice HTML 6.html. I'll write. And here again, I'll write the code. Okay. So doc type, another file I'm taking just to have a fresh feeling. And here I'll write title. This is internal CSS. Okay. What is the next topic I'm covering now? Internal. Inline is completed. What is the next one I'm covering? The CSS. Internal CSS. At the HTML page level, you can apply this styling. Okay. Everyone type in the chat box internal CSS. Internal CSS demo. I'll write. Okay. You can write internal CSS. So here again the same thing, guys. All the paragraphs I'll write. This is para 1. Okay. This is para 1. Then I'll write P. Again, the same example I'll take. Okay. I'll write here, this is para 2. This is para 2. Then I'll write P. This is para 3. Then I'll write P. This is para 4. P again. This is para 5. Like that, I have written some paragraphs. Along with the paragraphs, I'll write few more stuff. Like, for example, input. Not input. Instead of paragraph, what I can write, guys, okay, apart from paragraphs, what are there? Some B tags I'll write my, otherwise I'll write something like this, okay? My name is Arun Motori. I love HTML. Okay, here, this one B tag I am providing. Okay, this HTML I am putting inside the B tag. Then I'll write, my name is Arun Motori. Here I would like to say underline U tag. Some different tags I'm trying to intentionally provide some different tags. Okay, Arun I'm underlining, and here HTML I'm making it bold. That's enough. Okay, we don't have to do much. So fine. So this is the text we have, and now let me click on this, stop this, and go live again. So it will open here on the right side, the new page. Okay. So you can see the title of the page is internal CSS. It's not inline, it's internal CSS, and you see all the 5 paragraphs. My name is Arun got underlined and HTML came in bold. That's the current situation. Now, I don't want to apply at the HTML element level, the CSS styling. Rather, I would like to apply the CSS styling at the page level. How to do that? This CSS is also very important, guys. So why we are learning CSS here? We have to understand. There is a topic known as CSS selectors in Selenium automation. Anyone know about this topic, CSS selectors? It will act like one of the locators in Selenium automation. Yes, right? If you need to understand the CSS selectors, well, the CSS selectors topic is based on the CSS only. Okay, that's the reason I'm including here. Okay, that's the reason I'm including this topic for you in this. I don't want to teach you some very basic stuff like HTML, CSS. Why I would like to teach this stuff? Because in the upcoming sessions, the HTML and CSS will be helpful for you in understanding the locators in a better way. Okay, if you understand these sessions right now, right, though they look like basics, but these basics, if you are strong, the locators, you will become a master. Okay, that's the reason we have to still learn some basic level of HTML, basic level of CSS that you have to learn. Okay, fine. Anyhow, that's okay. Now, how to apply the CSS styling at the internal, that is internal CSS, how to apply? For that, we have to use some tags known as style tags. So now tell me, style tags are provided by HTML or CSS? Again, the question, same question I'm asking. The style tags are provided by HTML or CSS. Is my voice breaking, anyone? Is my voice breaking for anyone? Is my voice breaking for anyone? No, right? Okay. So only your side, I think so the problem. Just try to, Rakesh, my voice is proper only. Maybe your side there is a problem. Try to check it out. Okay, everyone is saying that the voice is clear only. Fine then. Yes. So what are the answers I got when I asked style at this style attribute belongs at a inline CSS level? The style attribute belongs to HTML or CSS. Then you said that it belongs to HTML. That's correct. Okay. Now when I ask you about the style tags, they belong to HTML or CSS. Again, you said HTML. That's 100% correct. Okay. These style attributes belong to the HTML as you rightly have typed in the chat box. Okay. It's 100% correct, guys. They belong to the HTML. These are HTML tags which will allow you to write some CSS styling here. In between that, you can apply some CSS styling. How to apply the CSS styling? How to apply the CSS styling to this element? If not at the element level, how to apply this? There is a concept known as CSS selectors. Everyone type in the chat box. What is the concept known as CSS selectors? There's a concept known as what? This is not CSS. I'm talking about CSS selectors concept. What is the purpose of this CSS selectors? The help of the CSS selectors, we can locate the appropriate element from the page level. Okay. CSS selectors is the concept. With the help of the CSS selectors, we can mention the CSS selectors at the HTML page level and they can locate the required element on the web page. Okay, guys. This is very important because this is one of the locators that we are going to use in Selenium automation for locating the elements and helping Selenium in locating elements on the web pages in the upcoming sessions. Very important topic. But now try to understand the basics of that. Okay. Here, I am trying to apply the CSS styling to this HTML element at the page level that I'm calling that as internal CSS. But how to apply that? With the help of what I can apply the CSS styling from the page level with the help of CSS selectors I have to apply. So here, if I have to refer these paragraphs, I just need to type P here. That's it. This P is a CSS selector, guys. Understood, guys? What is P means? P is nothing but what? P is a CS selector here. All the paragraphs. Okay. And here, have to provide some curly braces. Inside this curly braces of P, I have to specify the CSS styling. For example, if I say color, colon, red. What is happening, guys? All the paragraph colors are changing to red. You see? All the paragraph tags colors are changing to red, except this my name is Arun Moturi, I love HTML is not changing. What if I give one more thing like this? I'll write one more thing like this, U tag. For that I'll say background color. This is a CSS property, you know, right? CSS property, you know, is equal to blue. Okay, this blue color. I think that is very not good at all. Okay, I'll give a different color, guys. Let's say light blue I'll give. Okay. Is it coming? Yeah, light blue background color has come already. Even I can go with yellow. Yellow also looks good. Yellow or yellow green, whatever you want. Okay, just go with this. You see, the background color of the Arun has been changed to yellow color. Now, what if I want to change the back something related to this bold text? B. I'll give the font hyphen size. Okay, colon 50 px. I'll give. You see, HTML is coming in 50 pixel size. So I am applying the CSS styling at the element level or at the page level. Tell me, guys. Element level or page level? What do you think? Is it element level or page level? Page level. And this is called as internal CSS. This is called as internal CSS. What if I can play more with this? Okay. For example, here for this paragraph, I'll give ID is equal to para 1. Okay. For this paragraph, I'll give ID is equal to para 2. You can give single quotes or double quotes, doesn't matter. You can give anything. Here ID is equal to para 3. ID is equal to para 3. Then here ID is equal to para 4. Then here last paragraph, I'll say ID is equal to para 5. Then guys, now I don't want to apply the red color for all the paragraphs. Rather, for a paragraph whose ID is para 3, for that paragraph only I want to apply the red color text. Okay, I want to apply the red color text only for a paragraph whose ID is para 3. So how to create a CSS selector here? Okay, to create a CSS selector, I can write like this square brackets. Inside the square bracket, I'll say ID is equal to para 3. Now, to which paragraph the red color has been applied? To which paragraph the red color using the CSS selector? Okay, I'm applying the CSS property. With the help of CSS selector, the appropriate element will be located on this web page and that particular styling will be applied. Got it, guys? Okay, sorry. 1, right? 1, that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Now, I would like to do more. T having ID is equal to para 1. If the paragraph is having the ID as para 1, then change the background color. Background hyphen color colon. Let's write down as green again. You'll get the background color of the para 1 as green. Para 3 is in red color. Okay, then paragraph. There's shortcut also, guys. Okay, instead of giving all this square bracket ID is equal to, right, there's shortcut known as hash. Hash stands for ID. Paragraph having the ID as para 2. This is a short form. Okay, this is equal to this one only. Okay, here para 1 is there, here para 2 is there, but that is same. Okay, that is same, guys. Okay, then here I'll write down background, not background. I'll say font family colon cursive, right? We tried cursive, I think so. Yeah, cursive font family has come. Now paragraph having ID as para 4. I would like to apply some, what is left out, guys? Alignments. Okay, text hyphen align is equal to colon center. I'll say center alignment. Okay, you see center alignment is done here. Now another one is also there. Paragraph having ID as para 5. Text hyphen align. I'll say right side. Okay, You see, it went to the right side. This is center line. This is 50 pixels. This is background color yellow. You see, different stylings I have applied from the page level by writing this style tags. Can I put this style tags in the body section? Let's see. Is it working? Is it working, guys? Can I put this style tags inside the body section of this HTML code? Is it working? Yes or no? Working, right? You can put it anywhere, but the best thing is like it's recommended to put inside the head tag so that a separation kind of feeling will get. Okay, otherwise it will be very it is part of the same HTML code. It will be very difficult to find the stylings. Okay, so it's up to you where you want to put that style tags, but ultimately you can put in the head section or body section. I prefer putting in head section at this point of time. Okay, so everyone understand what is internal CSS now? Is it clear? Internal CSS is clear for you. Just type C in the chat box if it is clear. Internal CSS, if it is clear, just type C in the chat box. Great. That's great. Okay. Now there is one more type of CSS. There is one more type of CSS, that is external CSS. What is the last type? External. Everyone type in the chat box. External CSS. External CSS. Everyone type in the chat box. External CSS is something you have to understand now. There is nothing but external CSS. Yeah. Here, the CSS styling will not be in the same page where the HTML code is written. Rather, we'll create a separate CSS file and we'll refer to that CSS file from this HTML page. That's what we are going to do. So for that to happen, I'll take a different HTML page from scratch. I'll explain everything again. HTML, I mean practice HTML, practice, correct only, right? Practice HTML dot 7 dot HTML, I'll say. Okay, practice HTML 7 dot HTML. Here, I'll just close this one and write down doc type, then same HTML again. Okay, then head again. The same thing I'll repeat, guys. Nothing much. I don't want to waste the time, so I'll repeat the same thing. Title. I'll say the page title as external CSS demo. Okay, external CSS demo. Okay, then here body section. Okay, then here I'll write all the paragraphs as you see. ID is equal to para 1. Same thing I'll write. I'll not do anything. Para 1. Here I'll write this is para 1. This is para 1. Okay. Let's see. P ID is equal to para 2. Para 2. And here I'll write down this is para 2. Then I'll write down P ID is equal to para 3. Then I'll write this is para 3. Then I'll write down P ID is equal to para 4. Then this is para 4. And finally, I'll write down P ID is equal. You can give ID. It's up to you whether you want to give ID or not. That's up to you. But if you give right, you can uniquely identify the elements on the web pages. This is para 5. Okay. And here I'll write bold. Okay. Arun Motori, my text I'll write in bold and I'll write, okay. Bold is there. And I'll write something like this, some BR I'll say. We'll go to the new line and here I'll write italic, HTML I'll say, and I'll say underline, U tag. I'm just taking some sample tags just for the explanation purpose, nothing much. Hypertext, markup language, okay, underline. So like this, I created a lot of stuff, okay. I created a lot of stuff here, a lot of HTML elements. I created different type of HTML elements as a sample. Now, I don't want to apply the styling at the element level. I don't want to apply the styling from the page level. Rather, what I want to do is I want to create a separate CSS file. I want to, yes, Notepad++ also you can write this, but this is more better than the Notepad, okay, Rakesh? Compared to Notepad, this is very beneficial. You see the typing in very fastly, you can write the HTML code here, CSS code here, okay? Lot of auto suggestions will come, IntelliSense will be there here. That is not there in the Notepad or Notepad++, okay? Fine. Here, that's the reason I'm using this one. So everyone who is learning HTML, you can start your journey with Notepad++, but ultimately, right, if you want to use a better, easy editor, like, which will save your time and all. This is a kind of editor for you. So this is not the page, don't worry. So I'll do one thing. I'll just stop this and go live, and you can get the page here on the right side. I'll close this. Yeah, external CSS demo. For now, no styling is applied either at the element level or at the page level, that is inline or internal CSS is not applied. What I am trying to do here is I would like to apply external CSS. For that, I'll create a new file with the name CSS practice CSS or CSS1 dot extension should be dot CSS, guys. Okay, other CSS, or you can give one dot CSS, otherwise one dot CS. Name of the file is one and extension is dot CSS. Okay, press enter. A CSS file will be created here. You see, a CSS file got created here, right? We have the HTML file in the same place where the HTML file is there, in the same location, same folder. We have a CSS file. So here I'll write all the CSS stylings. What is the CSS stylings? If I say P having ID is equal to para1, for that, what styling you want me to apply? I'm writing here. I'm writing something like this. That is color should be in red color. Okay, this is what you want to apply. Then if it is a paragraph having ID is equal to para2, then ID is equal to para2. You see, syntax also it's identifying, right? Background color. I'll write the background color. I'll just move it to the right side so that we'll get more space here. Background color, I'll say green color. Okay. Then you see, whenever you are writing this one.css file and all the CSS styling, this will not change now. This will not change because there is no relation between this HTML file and CSS file. We are just defining the CSS file externally. P having the ideas like this also you can write having the ideas para3. Then for that you apply font hyphen size as 50 px, 50 pixels as a font size. It's not getting applied now. For the paragraph which is having the ID as para4, these are all CSS selectors, guys. This part are CSS selectors. Inside the curly braces, we have the CSS properties. Okay, these are CSS selectors. These are CSS stylings properties. Okay, different type of CSS properties we can apply. Then here font hyphen family colon cursive, right? Cursive. I'm applying the cursive font family. Then P hash para5. For para5, what I want to do is I want to align the text hyphen align. The same things, guys. Instead of element level, instead of page level, you are writing separately in a separate external CSS file, .css file. Okay, I'll just enter. And now we also have something like bold is there, B tag is there, bold. If it is in bold, what I want to do with that, I would like to give a different color for the bold. Let's say I would like to give. There's a lot of suggestions are coming, guys, what I want to use and all. I'll give this blue color, okay? Blue color, okay? Then for underline, what is the color I want? Let's take anything. I'll say background color for the underground. Background color. And what is the background color I want to give here? Okay. I'll say yellow, green. I'll write yellow, green. Let's see. You see, none of these stylings got applied to this HTML file. To apply this particular external CSS file stylings to this particular HTML page, again we have to write something known as style tags. We have to write style tag. Okay. Style tag we have to write. What is happening? The moment I write that, something is gone there. Again, I'll just do one thing. Just give me a second. Stop it. Launch it. If you see any problems, you have to do like this. Okay. The errors will be gone. So it is back again. So here we have to write something like this, guys. I'll just go to this and see how we can write. You should not write style attribute. You have to write link attribute. Sorry. Okay. We have to write link attribute and refer to the href, right? Your name of the CSS file and extension of the CSS file. That is one.css you will give. And relation, rel means relation, style sheet relation. Okay. This one you have to add, guys. Okay. This one you have to add. How you have to add there? Link. Relation is what? You are going to link some document to this HTML document. What is the relation? That is style sheet or something like that. Okay, that is the one, right? Style sheet. Okay, style sheet. Yes, correct. And then href. Okay, hypertext reference. Hypertext reference. What is the hypertext reference we have to give here? The name of the CSS file, one, the extension of the CSS file, .css. The moment you do that and go here, you see you got the styling applied. This is para. You see, as per this CSS, this, you have attached this particular HTML document to the CSS file using this single line link tag. What is the tag name I have used, guys? Tell me. Everyone type in the chat box. What is the tag name I have used there for linking this HTML document to apply the stylings from external CSS file? What is the tag name I have used? Link tag. And what is one of the attribute? I have to write the attribute and value. What is the attribute and value? REL, relation, link related relation is equal to style sheet. Okay, relation. REL means relation. What is the relation between this document and HTML? It is the style sheet. And href means hypertext reference is equal to the name of the file and extension we have to give. Okay, so this is what you have to understand, guys. This one you have to remember. I generally forget. That's okay. When you forget, you can refer to the Google or ChatGPT. It will give you, or my notes it will give you. Okay, fine. Now, whatever stylings I applied, are they really applied or not? Let's see. Paragraph having the ID as para 1, color red color has come. Yes, red color has come. Paragraph having the ID as para 2, green color background came. Yes, came. Paragraph having the para 3 as the ID, 50 pixels is there. Yes. Then paragraph having the para 4 as the ID, font family is cursive. Yes, font family is cursive. Then paragraph having the para 5 as the ID, is it centerlined? Yes. The bold thing, okay, bold text, whatever the bold, my name is in bold, right? So that is coming in which color? Blue color. And underline thing is coming in which color? Underline thing is coming in background color as yellow, light green kind of stuff. And there's one more thing also, italic, I colon, and you can apply here. Then background color only I'll choose colon. Here I can write background color is equal to yellow. I'll give this time. Okay, this will come in yellow color. You see yellow color came. Just come back here, and if you want that in a new line, you have to write BR here. Okay, then come back here. Done. Okay, you can see that all the things stylings we are able to apply from external file source, external CSS files source. Okay, this is what is all CSS all about, guys. This much of knowledge is enough for CSS. Everyone clear with the CSS selectors now? Inline CSS, internal CSS, and external CSS is clear for you? Is everyone clear with this? Great. And we are left out with some topics. I may not explain all this stuff. Whatever that is important in this left out part, I'll cover, guys, because whatever that is really required for Selenium automation, I'll write. But I'll not cover everything. Okay. So important things. Class attribute has come now. Very interesting case you will see now. Class attribute. Okay.
Hello, Arun.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you show all files once, inline, internal, external, all files we have, right?
This is external
Yes,
CSS,
yes.
and here we are writing the link. Okay. And next one is this one, where in this is internal. Okay, internal CSS means at the page level between the style tags you will write the CSS properties and they will be applied here. Okay. Then the first one is the inline. Inline means for every element you using the style attribute, you can apply the styles. Your style attribute here, style tags in between the style tags at the page level you are providing, and in the last one an external CSS file you are creating, one.css, and you are referring to that as a link. Link relation is called style sheet. href is
In link relations should be style sheet, or else there are any other
style
many
sheet only.
other also
Style sheet only. You have to give style
style
sheet.
sheet.
That is a, and in
Okay.
href you have to give the name of the file and extension of the CSS file. Okay.
How many relations are there in CSS? Is there any?
Only one. Style sheet.
Only one. Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Okay. Fine.
Hello.
Yes, Rakesh.
If this CS is in same file or other location also we call given path. If the CSS one.css in D drive, so we here given path.
Yes, we have to give the path here. For example, one.css is directly available here at the same location, right? Under HTML practice folder, we have the practice HTML7 file is there only, one.css. So directly we'll give, this is nothing but the path only. Okay. For example, if I create one more folder under HTML practice, I'll create a subfolder here. Let's say sample folder. Let's assume that. And if I move this CSS file into the sample folder, okay, move, then under the HTML practice folder, under the sample folder, we have this, right? Now the styling will not be applied, guys. Okay, whatever the styling you will think will not be applied. Why? Because the location is different. Okay, the location of that CSS file is different. Do you see the styling is being applied here? Because now
No.
one.css is not part of the same folder. It's a part of a different folder. Then what I have to do? You see, you can go here and see the HTML practice folder is there. Under that sample folder is there. Under that this file is there. What about HTML file? Under HTML practice, directly the file is there, right? So what I will do here is I'll find the path sample. Okay, I have to give the sample here. Sample slash. Now apply.
Yeah.
That's how we have to, because developers will do this only, right? They'll put in different folders and give the path. Okay. In a single repository, they will put all the HTML files of the website, CSS files of the website, and apply the styling like this. Okay. Yeah. So now another question that I'm getting in the chat box is that does that mean that we can only use one of the either internal, external CSS? No, we can use a combination. It's up to you. How it will be decided whether you have to go with external or internal or HTML element level? Tell me, guys. Anyone can try to guess and tell me when we have to go for inline CSS, when we have to go for internal CSS, when we have to go for external CSS. For example, yeah, anyone?
In page level, if we define unique all pages, then we go for external CSS.
Yes, correct. Yes, correct. That's right. So external is used when for all the web pages of the website, if you need that, then external CSS is better, right? You can not only refer this CSS file not only in this HTML web page, but other HTML web pages also. For example, if I take you to this website, guys, just see here what is the website I'm taking you. So just see here, whatever the page I go, you will see the same style for some elements. Okay, if I take you to the register account page, what is the color of the button? What is the background color of the button? Tell me, guys. It's kind of light blue or some kind of blue color is there, right? Now, if I go to the login page, then here in the login page also two buttons are there. What is the color of these buttons? Again, the same color. If I go to the about us page, I don't think so. Contact us, maybe have to go. I'll go to the contact us page. If I go to the contact us page, here also we have a submit button. You see, almost all pages on this website, it's not almost every page on the website, whenever there is a button, this kind of button coming, it's coming with the same styling. How that is possible? Because of external CSS. Clear, everyone? External CSS. Everyone clear how the website is maintaining the same color for all the buttons throughout the website? External CSS they will use. They will write the CSS properties for these buttons across the web pages, stylings to be applied at a external file level. That file level, that CSS will be applied to this page, that page, whatever the page you want. Okay, that is external CSS. Coming to the internal CSS, for example, there is a kind of situation that will happen if you go to Amazon.com. Do all the pages look good? Our homepage kind of looks different. Do you have that feeling like in Amazon.com homepage is some page which looks kind of different from the other product pages or whatever the pages? A bit different compared to some styling wise and all, right? A small differentiation will be there. So in that case, developers of this website, Amazon, may use a separate CSS file for this homepage. Okay? They don't have to write a separate CSS file. Rather, the developers will simply write the internal CSS for this home page. Only for that home page, the elements on the home page, whatever the buttons are there, whatever the links are there, further they want to apply a different styling for the home page, only home page, not other website pages. Not other pages in the website, but only home page. It has a separate unique design should be there. In that case, they can implement the internal CSS for this home page. Okay. So other thing is that out of all the web pages on the website, and there's only one page, in that one page, only one web element is there. Only one web element is there. That web element should look different. In that case, which CSS can be used? Only for one element. Throughout the website, only one element that is there on single page only. Inline CSS. Now got it? So Will the developers use a combination or not with this? Wherever they have to apply the overall styling for the web pages, website pages, they'll go with external and combination of inline, internal, they'll use a combination. Okay. So that we'll get the end results. Got it, guys? It's not like some developers will use inline, some developers will use internal, some developers will use external. It's not like that. They can use a combination according to their requirement, wherever they want to. Okay. Sometimes only one element is required. They don't have to create a CSS file, separate CSS file, and apply the styling for one element. They'll do that using the style attribute at the element level. That's done. Okay. Why to make the things more complex? Right? Got it? Fine. That's all about the styling. But now, if you guys are clear with the CSS thing, and if you want me to go to the next topic, just type ready in the chat box. I'll do that. Or if you have doubts, you can still ask me. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Or if you are ready, just type ready in the chat box for the next topic. Okay. You guys are ready. Fine then. Great. So now I'll show you some amazing stuff. We'll go to one website like tutorialsninja.com/demo. Now tell me guys, does all these things look similar? This header options, does this look similar in the form of styling and all? Does they look similar or not? Yes or no? Everyone has the same style, you see? Everyone has the same style. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 has the same text style. My account has same. This, when I hover the mouse, it's getting in that color. And, when I removing the mouse, it's getting dull. Darker color, dull. Darker color, dull. Here also, darker color, dull. Okay. Same thing is happening for all the elements. Even this currency also is having the same format. Okay. Darker color, darker gray and lighter gray. Darker gray and lighter gray. How this is being coming? For all these header options, how the same style is being applied? That is possible with the help of one attribute in HTML known as class attribute. Everyone type in the chat box class attribute. Class attribute is something that is causing this. Okay. Class is the attribute using which we can apply the CSS styling. Okay. Why in HTML the developers will use class attribute to apply the CSS stylings? To apply the CSS stylings from an external file source, they will use a class. I'll tell you how and all. Okay, you'll be convinced now. So right click on one of this. Let's say right click on this telephone option and inspect option. I'll get the HTML code of this telephone icon. And you see there is something like FA phone. Okay, that's okay. And if this FA phone is there. And if I right click on this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what is there? Span class hidden access. I'll copy this just for your reference. I'll copy this and observe that you have to tell me whether it is same or different. Okay. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 telephone number has a class attribute value as what? Class attribute value is hidden access, hidden SM, hidden empty. I'll right click on the my account and inspect. And again, for this particular my account also, this HTML code is there. There's a class attribute value is there. I'll copy that. Is it same or different? Tell me. Is it same or different, guys? The class attribute value for those two elements is same or different? Any changes you see? Same. Now I'll go back again to the application and right click on the wish list, inspect. Again, I'll get this class, copy this, come back here, paste it, again same. And I'll go to the shopping cart. Again, copy this class attribute value, paste it here, again same. Then what is that one? Shopping cart is done, right? Inspect, checkout. For checkout also, this class attribute value is there. Last but not least, that is currency. Inspect that. Again, it has the same class attribute value. Whatever the element header options you take, they have the same class. That is the reason they look similar. Guys, understanding? That is the reason they look similar. So when I select this one, and there will be some sub properties also, like styles attribute under the elements, this is HTML code of this currency, and it has CSS file is there. You see, an external style sheet file is there. Okay, this is how the developers will do that. They will map the CSS external file with the help of class names. Okay, in real time, that's what will happen. And hidden access, hidden SAM, here it's there. You see, hidden access is there here in the CSS file. Span dot hidden access, span dot hidden SAM, span dot hidden MD. Okay, like the display is inline CSS. Okay, inline styling they're applying here. Okay. So fine, whatever it is. If I click on this, what is coming? Let's see. Span hidden access, span hidden. This is a CSS file. Span dot hidden, and they're referring to this. Okay. that file CSS file number or something, style sheet CSS, some 60th line or whatever they are saying somehow. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, in the 60th line, they are saying, in the 60th line, they are applying this. Okay, that's what they are referring here. If you clearly see, again, go to the elements tab, HTML code. Here you see style. In this CSS file, at the 60th line, you have this stylings applied for this item. Same thing is here for my account also. You see the same thing is there. Again, the same class, 60th line, the same stylings are there. Okay, the same stylings are there. What about this button? If I inspect this button, does it have this? Does it look similar to this text? Or it has a different styling? This button has a different styling or it looks different, same as header options? Tell me guys, same or different? Same or different? The styling of this button is same or different? Different, right? If I inspect this, okay, if I inspect that button, there is a class attribute, copy this and paste it here. You see, this is what is the CSS styling button, BTN default, BTN LG. So if I select this and go to this CSS at the 148th line, the CSS properties are like font size, what is the font size should be there. I can increase or decrease. For example, if I temporarily try to give 20 px, you see, it will become font size will become 20 px, line height, padding, text shadow, and a lot of things. Okay, what about this button, which has a different background color? This is the HTML code. I'll take the CSS styling, copy this and paste it here. Is it same or different? Different. And if you see this, what are the different things applied? At 150th line, font size is there, line height is there, color is there. Okay, a lot of other stuff may be there. Okay, somehow it's getting that. Now, I would like to do some, kind of experiment. This particular button has which background color, guys? Okay, to explain you in a proper way, practical way, this particular button has which background color? Tell me in the chat box. Black color. This particular button has which background color? Gray, lightish gray or whatever it is. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll take the class attribute value of this button. That is nothing but this one. I'll copy this and inspect this button, which has a different class. I'll replace this with temporarily. I will replace with the class attribute value of this button to this button and press enter. The moment I do, what happened?
Apply.
Applied, right? That proves or not? CSS stylings is being applied with the help of class attribute or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
Does it prove or not? Using the class attribute, okay, this class attribute, this you see button LG is there. You see button LG is a class name, okay, one of the class. How many classes are there here? Single class or multiple classes in this class attribute? Here multiple classes or single class is there? How many classes are assigned to this class attribute for this particular button? Tell me.
Classes.
Multiple classes. BTN is one class. BTN inverse is another class. BTN block is another class. BTN LG is another class. Drop down toggle is another class, like that. If you take BTN LG, let's say, what are the CSS styling for BTN LG? You see they are provided here. Okay. BTN LG, these are the font size, line height, padding, text shadow, whatever it is. Okay. It's coming. Then if I go down here somewhere, you will see different things. Okay. BTN, for BTN, these are the stylings. Okay. For BTN, these are the stylings. BTN inverse is there anywhere? BTN LG is there. BTN, many things will be there, guys. It is a very complex thing anyhow. Let's not worry too much. But at a high level, that's the thing. You can go inside the style sheet also and find out those things. Okay. BTN LG is there. BTN is for BTN. These are the stylings. Okay. Then what are the other ones here? A lot of things may be there here nearby. I have to see that. Okay. You have to find out for headings, what is the styling is there in this web pages. Okay. Which CSS file they are referring and how they are referring. Everything is being shown here. See, labels are coming, which span tags are coming, which, like that. Okay. BTN, lot of tags, and, these are all CSS selectors, guys. Whatever you are seeing are the CSS selectors here. Okay. For that CSS selectors, you are applying the stylings. Okay. This LIP, you see. This is also a CSS selector, LI greater than A. I'll cover CSS selectors in separate for you, but just try to understand how the styles are coming. So class is acting like a transporter, yes or no, mediator or no, right? To that external CSS file, who is referring to that external CSS file? In that external CSS file, lot of sections are there. To that, who is referring? Class attribute is referring and applying to the HTML elements on the web page. This happens in real time with the developers, but you don't have to dig deep at this moment. That much is more than enough. Okay. You don't have to become a developer now. So don't worry. Maybe in the non-tech to tech series on the weekends, we'll do a lot of R&D in the direction, how to create a website at the end. Okay. But for now, that much is more than enough. Okay. Fine. So now let's move on to the next one. Let's see what is there here. So now you understood what is the class attribute and it will apply the CSS stylings. Okay. Class for CSS styling are used to point to a class in a style sheet. Okay. In a to a particular class in the style sheet, CSS that class attribute will refer to a point to a particular class in the style sheet. There are multiple classes. I have shown you, right? One of the element was having multiple classes. If I inspect this element, it has multiple class attribute values. So class attribute is pointing to multiple classes in the CSS style sheet. Okay, in the CSS style sheet, you can create multiple classes. To that multiple classes, you see body class. Okay, so whatever the classes and all. The CSS selector actually. This is CSS selector, guys. Okay. Then we'll go for here, somewhere here we have the classes also mentioned. Just give me a second. 60th line or something we have remember, right? 60th, you see? Hidden access is one class. Dot means class case, okay? Dot means class. Span tag having the class name as hidden MD. For that, you have to apply this styling, okay? This styling you are saying, display inline styling or something, okay? It's kind of complex. Somehow, to some extent, it is complex, but I tried my level best in making you guys understand how the connection happens in real time, okay? Bookmark, I'm not going to cover. Image map, I'm not going to cover. These are all additional topics that we can cover on the non-tech to tech series on the weekends. Div is something you have to know, okay? As part of Selenium automation engineers and when you are creating the locators, whatever the HTML page you see, guys, you will get a lot of div tags. Div stands for what? Div stands for what, guys? Anyone can tell me what div stands for? What is the full form of div? Div tag in HTML stands for division. It will divide. It will divide the page. If you want to divide the page into multiple sections and then construct the building on the top of that architecture kind of creating, right? That is called as division. If I right click somewhere on the page and say view page source, this HTML page is built using a lot of div tags here. You will see a hell lot of div tags here. You see, just go here and see there is one div tag here. Okay, there's one div tag here. I'll right click and inspect instead. Otherwise, I'll just inspect this and I'll just 100%. You see, this div tag is referring to this section. This div tag is this section. It will come from the top actually under the body. This entire body is coming inside the body. You say what is there? Let's collapse all the stuff. And if I go to this nav, you see inside the nav tag we have this header section. Inside the nav tag in the header section we have this div tag. Whatever that is getting highlighted right in blue color, that is a div tag. In that div tag, another div tag which is two more sections are created. This section is currency section and this section is other side options like telephone number, account, wish list. You can see on the UI when I hover the mouse on this div tag, on the UI you can see the difference, right? Under that again you have ULs and all those stuff. Under you see how they are using the code. You can learn from the web pages only, guys. HTML, if you want to become an expert, you can learn from existing. You see this one is form is there. In the form, some options are there. You see this options, how they are coming, how they have written the code. You can understand this input and all the stuff. Div is there. Okay, a lot of things are there here. Okay, that's okay. Then fine, I'll collapse them. And here this nav is actually inside the nav. We have different div sections for division purpose. And inside the header again, some divisions are there. This is a header portion. This division is like entire division. And whereas this div is only this portion, blue color highlighted. In that, this part is coming like this. The logo part is coming, this is not the logo part. This is logo part. This is the search box. This, add to cart or cart button, whatever you say. Like that, they are dividing the sections. Header section, they divided into using div tags, they have divided. And again, if you go here, container is coming. Inside the container, what is there? Nav is there. Menu options are there. Okay. In that, different menus are there. Inside, different menus are there. Over the mouse, this is a menu. Over the mouse, ULs are coming again. Okay, inside the ULs, LIs are there. Okay, like that. Divisions are used for dividing the page into multiple sections. Okay, this division, you see, this is coming as something like this image. Okay, this images, scrolling images. Okay, generally called something as I don't remember that. Call that something. Some technical word will be there. For this kind of images. It's been a while, I remember that. That's okay. the container in div container class and all, that images are going in the footer is there. Footer, I don't know whether footer is where. No, here, not footer, maybe this footer. Yeah, this is a footer option. In the footer option, div section is there. In the footer option, div section is there. In the div section again, this div is there. In that div section, you see, this section is again divided into this div, this div, this div, this div. Okay, you don't have to learn about this. Okay, you don't have to write any code for learning this, but div is a container for HTML elements. Okay, if you, for example, there is a web page. For example, there is a banner images. Correct, Navid. Now thanks for reminding that. That is banner images. So whatever I showed you that images. For example, if you are constructing a page, the page will be divided into header section and some other section. This header menu, and here some menu options. In that again, here logo section, here search section, here checkout section, cart section. Again, this is a banner images section, feature images, feature products section, like the different sections. Again, under that, footer options again, first set of footer options, second set of footer options, third set of footer options. Every rectangle box I'm drawing here on the page is nothing but a div section. Okay, this is how the page will be constructed by the developers using the div tags. Using which tags the division will be done? This organizing will be done with the help of div tags. Div means division. Everyone clear about the div tags? What is the purpose of the div tags is clear for you? What is the purpose of the div tags is clear for you guys? At a high level, this much is enough. At a high level, this much is enough, guys. You don't have to know. Whenever you go to any particular web page, you will see all the div tags because the developer of that particular web page who has developed the code for writing the HTML code has first created all the div sections, and in that div sections, he have put, it's like a boxes. Inside the div, whatever the element should be there, it may be search box field, or it may be a logo, or it is search box field or search button. It can be cart page, or it can be menus, header options. All these HTML elements is he or she is providing inside this div sections. Okay, so that's what is div all about. Everyone understood,
Hello.
right? That's what is div all about. Yes, Rakesh.
Go for your drawing.
Yes.
Draw. Yes. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 div and 5 div all.
I'm
4 to
just
5 div here last.
taking a random example. I didn't really, convert
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's a random thing. Okay.
Parent child also, div in parent child also.
See here, you see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 only are there, right? In the div section, again 4 are there. First, second, third, fourth, that is divided into multiple sections. Got it?
And after,
Yeah, nesting will be there. Under the
parenting-
parent, child will be there. Under the parent, child div tags will be there. For
Yes,
example, here,
yes, yes.
this is a parent. Under that,
Yes,
child is there. Under that,
yes.
they have to keep on going. How they are organized, it's all about how they want to construct a building kind of stuff. Okay. You see, you have to go like this. Okay. Add to cards are coming here. Okay. We don't know what is happening here. This part, this div tag, we have this logos and all. And under that div tags, what is there? Again, some div tag is there. Under that, what is there? Another div tag is there. Under that, what is there? This div tag is there. Okay. So we have to find out, like we have to go and explore and see what exactly is happening here, how they are providing that all the items. We have to see that by ourselves. Okay. You see, this Red Bull has a div tag again. Inside the Red Bull,
Yes.
image is there. Okay, like nesting is going on. Okay, clear now?
In first of one div, in another is to go for build around parent child child.
What is that, Rakesh?
Parent child concept, I think div.
Yeah, parent child. Yes, correct. That's correct. Parent child. You inspect here, you'll have the page will be divided like this. You see, on the diagram also, whatever the diagram I have drawn, the entire page may have a div section, and in that multiple div tags will be there. In that again, subdivs will be there, and in that subsections also there will be divs also. Okay. Nesting is going on. Parent child nesting is going on. This may have,
One question. In this diagram, which one is parent and which one is child?
this diagram is something, I am not exactly replicating the page here. I'm just explaining at a high level only. But here, whatever I showed you, right? Inside the body, this is the body section. This is the head section. Head section is top of the body. Okay, body is this highlighted thing is the body. Inside the body, what is there? First of all, nav is there. Navigation. Okay. In the navigation, what is there? There is one div section. Okay. This is a main box. This is a main box. Okay. For the this navigation header options, right? This is a main box. Okay. In that main box, again, sub box is there, currency box is there, and in this box only currency is there. In this another box, multiple elements like telephone number, my account, wish list, shopping cart, checkout are there. Okay. Again, if you come to the header section, after this top level thing, header options, we have this header section they are calling. So in that header section, what is there? Again, div tags are there. This entire div. In that child div is there. Okay. In that child div, again, multiple divs are there. In this box, another 3 boxes are there. This box is all about logo. This box is all about. In that box, again div are there. This is one input and other one is a button. Okay. In that box. For example, if you go here, the last one, only one div is there. In that one div, button is there. Okay. Like that. So that is one box. This is one box. There is a, in the first box, if I have to replicate the diagram, if you are expecting me to replicate the diagram, for example, this is a page, assume that. In the page, what is there? First one box is there. Okay. In that one box, box is nothing but div. Here, currency is there. Na? That is one thing. And on the right side, multiple options are there. Right. On the right side, multiple options are there. You go here and see, if I inspect this out, just nav div. Okay. In that div, multiple divs are there. This is currency div box. There's a main box and there's a currency. In that currency, what is there? Some form is there and something is happening. Okay. In this div, what is there? UL tags are there. Okay. It's not div again. All these elements are separated using the UL tags. Okay. So here, only one div is there. Okay. So in this div, 2 divs are there. This is one div and this is another div. And again, if you come down on the page, in the HTML code, there is header section. Okay, nav section is completed. Nav section is complete. In the header section, you see on the top of divs, they are using another kind of tags like nav, div, and all separations again. Okay, that is very complex for us. Okay, for now. They may use anything. Okay, in the header part of the page, they want to decide the header part. They divided the header part into using divs. Okay, div container, they are calling that. In that box, what is there? In that header box, what is there? Let's see that. In the header box, first one is this. Another box is there. In that div, another box is there. So here, they have designed something like this. There is one more box here. Okay, there is one more box here. One div inside another div. Okay, after that, what is there? If you have to purely replicate that, okay, then I am duplicating like this. In that box, if you see, if I expand that box, you see there are multiple div tags here. 1, 2, 3. This is a logo box. This is a logo box. Inside that, another div is there. In that, logo is there. In that, logo is there. Okay. So div. Okay. So if you have to replicate like that, you have to replicate like this. Okay. There is a box inside that. Again, inside that, another logo box is there. Okay. Like this, they have designed. Again, when you see this one here, apart from that logo and all, if you go to the second one, we have this search box field and button. Expand that internally. Do you see any div tag? Yes. In div tag again, those things are there. Okay. So we'll write like this. Okay. There's a box div tag. Inside the div tag, there is another div tag. Inside that div tag, we have that search box field and button. Okay. Those are not div tags. Like that, if you go to the another section here, if you go, there's a button. And in that another div inside div is there. In that button is there. Okay. Until you get this HTML elements, you have to see how many boxes are there. Div boxes are there. Okay. So this is one box. And in that box, another box is there. Like if you keep on going, this will be, this is how the developers of this web page has designed this page and organized the page using the div tags. I cannot explain everything. So you can understand with 2 sections of the page, right? This is how it is. Got it? Clear?
Yeah, it's difficult, somewhat difficult to understand.
What is there to difficult? Just div tags, right? You don't have to understand also. Div tags are used for dividing the page into multiple sections so that the elements can be organized. Okay. So to construct a building, what you will do? To construct a building,
Yeah.
what you will do? You'll put
From
layouts
base we
or
will start.
you'll put a
Yes.
layout, right? This is a bedroom. There's some layouts you'll put, right? This is some room. This is one room. Like this, you'll put some layouts. These are like div sections. Okay. And again, in one of the room, there will be washroom. There will be washroom here. That is another box. Okay. Here, this room, right? It has another child rooms. Okay. 2 boxes are there. Div inside another div. That's what is being done there. Like this is a layout. Okay. before you construct a building, you need a layout, right? Like developers also use this div tags to create a layout. Okay, how complex the layout is there? You have to become a civil engineer to understand that. Here also you have to become a very core developer to understand this div tags to organize. Okay, you don't have to understand how I can put this div tag here, why I need to put another div tag. That is not our area. That is a developer's area. What you have to understand is the purpose of the div tags only. You have to understand, not more than that. Clear now? Is that clear now? The purpose of the div tags is clear. You don't have to worry how to use the div tags is not your point of view. Okay. Take it that clear. You don't have to worry how to use the div tags. You have to know only what is the purpose of the div tags. Okay. Whenever you open a HTML, some layout thing will be there done by the div tags. Okay. For dividing the sections into multiple parts. Clear now? Okay, fine. So when you put a div tag, what is the benefit you can get? You can apply separate stylings for the div tags also. The HTML element, all the HTML elements in the div tag, right? You can apply a different styling if you want. Okay. All these benefits you will get. You can organize the page. You can apply different styling for different sections of the page. Everything will be there. Okay. Then we have other one is span tag. Okay. Other thing is span tag. Okay. What is a span tag? It is an opposite of div. A single HTML element you want to break into multiple parts. A single HTML element you want to break into multiple parts. Where we have seen the span tag is anywhere you have seen the span tag. Just now we have seen some span tag, right? Where is that place? We have seen that span tag. Inspect this, my account. And here somewhere you see anchor link is there. Can you see that, guys? Only one element is there. What is the element? Anchor tag. What is the content of the anchor tag? What is the content of the anchor tag? There is some icon here. I stands for icon. Some icon is there. That is this user symbol icon. I tag is there. Okay. And other one is a span. Some text is there. My account span is text is there. After that, some other span is there. To divide a single element into multiple parts, while division is for the high level division, whereas inside the element itself, inside single element itself, multiple parts are there. You see, 3 parts are there. Icon is there, some text is there, some caret symbol is also there. So such kind of things if you want to do, if you want to break a single element into multiple parts, then we generally use span tags. That is the purpose of the span tags, guys. Okay. To organize the elements inside a single HTML element, we will go for the span tags. We'll go for the span tags. That is the purpose. Okay. So let me see if there is something that I can see here, view code here. Okay. Yeah. Can you see the div code, guys? I'll copy paste this one. I cannot write this much of code. I'll copy paste this. You have to understand this. What is the purpose of the divs? Okay. From this code, you have to understand. I'll just go here and create an HTML page here, a new HTML page. And here I'll write create new file. I'll say practice HTML8.html file I'm creating. Press enter. And if in case, I'll just close all this stuff once and open only the HTML file 8 and then close it. Then I'll paste the code. I pasted the code, guys. Okay. What is the code I am creating here? HTML. And before the HTML, you can also write, the doc type thing. If you want to write, you can write. Okay. And HTML starting head is there. Title QFox demo is there, for example. Body is there. Anchor tag is there. Here, go directly to chapter 9. Link is there. Div section is there. You see, for this particular div section, inside the div section, what are there? All these headings and paragraphs are there, which will be coming in red color. All these things will be applied with red color background. Okay. For example, if I remove this styling, let's assume. So if I remove this div tags also, let's assume I'm removing the div tags also. Okay. So I'll just remove this. This is not required. So chapter 1, then chapter 2 heading, then chapter 3 heading, then chapter 4, then chapter 5, then chapter 6, then chapter 7. You can understand this code, right? Everyone can understand this code. Very simple code. Inside the body tag, what is there? Some heading will be there and some chapters are there. Okay. This is chapter 1, this is chapter 1, some paragraphs will be there. Assume that there are the topics. Okay. Chapter 2. topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, like that. Okay, in that let's change this to topic otherwise. Okay, in the chapter 1, topic is there. Topic 1, topic 2, then topic 3. You can understand the basic HTML code here, right? So now I can write the code like this, but this is not a good practice. Why? I'll tell you. Okay, at the end of the session, at the end of this example, you will understand why it is not a good practice to write something like this. Okay, 6, topic 7, then topic 8, then topic 9. Okay, then topic 10. Topic 10. Similarly, the same topics. In next chapter also, we'll have different type of topics again. Let's assume that in next chapter, we have something like 5 topics here. Okay, let's say 5 topics are only there in the second chapter. In the third chapter, we only have 3 topics. So let's say the third chapter, we have 3 topics. In the fourth chapter, this heading is there. You see, H2 heading is there. Okay, only 2 topics are there. Let's assume. Space is here and then remove that. Only 2 topics are there. In the 5th chapter, let's say there are some 9 topics are there. Let's assume. Then here, the 6th chapter, there are some 6 topics. In the 7th chapter, again, there are some 10 topics. Okay, 10 topics are there. In the 8th chapter, there are, let's say, 7 topics. Okay. In the 9th chapter, which is having the ID also, it has around, one topic only. One topic only is there. In the 10th chapter, we have around, you see, let's say 5 topics are there. Okay, assume that. Okay, this is what it looks like a book, right? It looks like a book. Okay, it looks like a book. If I click on this and say open that here, go live, just see that in the output on the right side. Okay, I'll drag this to the top. Just drag this here, then just move it here, and then you can see that. Okay, section here, and this one here. Okay, so let's drag this one. Okay, fine. So this is the thing. You can see here, whatever the HTML code I created, right? Okay. So if I want to apply some styling, like this, what I will do, guys, I'll say style, CSS styling, I'm saying. If I say P color colon red, what will happen? All the chapter topics got changed to which color? Red color. Able to understand this, guys? All the chapter topics got changed to which color? Red color. And if I say H2, okay, color colon green, I'll say, then what will happen? All the chapter titles got changed to green color. But I don't want this kind of approach where I want to do some different innovation in creating these chapters and topics where the first chapter 1 and all these topics should be in one color. The chapter 2 and this topic should be in another color. Chapter 3, its topic should be in another color. Chapter 4 and its topic should be in another color. Like that I want to. So what is the best way? I should not be doing like this. What I will do here is I got an idea. That is, what if I put chapter 1 and its items, all the elements of the chapter 1, if I put inside one div tag, then I'll close the div tag here. And then at the div tag level, okay, I'll just write tab here and then select this and press tab here so that it will be aligned properly. At this div tag level, if I give style attribute is equal to background hyphen color colon red, if I give something like red here, then what will happen? Okay, what is happening here? I should not be giving red here. Like this, I have to give. You see, the first section of the page, I created one section of the page here. I want to organize the page like that. I want to create these 10 chapters as 10 sections. Let's say, assume that I'm the developer of this web page. I want to apply different stylings for every different section or different chapter and its elements. So I'll make this chapter and its items part of one div section. And for the second one, another div I'll put, because I want to apply a different styling to this, or my planning is like this. Okay, I want to organize the elements in this way. Chapter by chapter, I want to organize. And also I want to apply some different styling for that. So here I'll write style is equal to, but at the section level, at the div organizing level, I'm applying some properties here. Okay, background color. Okay. Background color is green, I'll say. Okay, green. Then what will happen? Okay. Here double quote is missing. Done. Now chapter 2, background color is coming in green color. Again, this one, third chapter. I want to apply a different styling here, a different background color I want. So I'll put that. So instead of providing, background color for each and every element, I'll put a div tag and apply the styling background to all the things. Okay. In this div tag, what I'll say style is equal to, okay, background color hyphen color colon is light blue, like this, light blue. You see, it has been light blue. Again, for this chapter, div tag again, then slash div here, press tab key here, write down, apply the styling here. Style is equal to background hyphen color colon, I'll say yellow color. Okay, yellow color I'll apply. Okay, yellow color background color came. Then here this div section, the purpose may be different for different developers. My purpose is to have, I should be able to locate these chapters, with a different color background color. That's my purpose. In real time, developers will apply different styling for different things. But in my example that I'm going to show you, this is what I'm trying to do, guys. Okay. Don't think the same developers will do. I'm assume that I am the developer of this web page. I want this kind of feature. I'm doing that. Okay. So this is a purpose why I'm creating this multiple elements on the web page into multiple div sections. Okay. So that I can apply these stylings. Okay. So background hyphen color colon purple color I'll give. Okay. So here purple color came, and I can keep on going, guys. I can keep on going. I'll just copy paste just to save the time and copy paste. Okay. So here, sorry, slash div, right? Slash div I'll write. And here orange I'll give. Orange color. Okay. Then here again I'll copy paste. Then here light green I'll give. Okay. And here I'll put the control Z, put the flash div section. Okay, done. Then again another div tag here, violet color I'll give. And this div tag I'll put it here. Okay, that will come in violet section, chapter 8, and organize this if you want. Again, this one I'll take, copy this div section. I'll put all, for every chapter I am putting some div section. Okay, and here I'll write slash div. Okay, and here violet, pink, I'll say pink color will come here, somewhere here pink color will come, and here I'll write div, and cut this, paste this here, type it here, throw it here, or whatever it here. Let's put this div tag here and style background color. Say this one as blue color. Okay, this blue color will come. Okay, so like this I have created using different sections with different colors. This is all possible with the help of div tags. Now clear, everyone? Everyone clear? Why we are writing the div sections?
Yes. If we whole page div apply, then
all page div will not be there, body will be there. So if you want to apply some same style,
First,
at the body level, you have to apply. Okay.
upper. Yes, upper. Yes, div. Yes. Here.
Which one? This one. This is the first
Div
chapter.
div. The above div is parent. Can
No,
we
it's
create?
not parent. It's only child. Only one level divs I have created.
Okay.
So this is the body. At body also you can provide that style. For example, if you don't want to provide that, you can provide that as a body. You see, every background color of the page has become changed to red color. Okay.
But yes, I am telling this type. Yes, all page red, and in under yes.
For example, if you want first two chapters, if you want to put in one div, okay, you can do that. Okay. So here child divs will be there. Control that here div. Okay, so then another div is there. This is also part of this div now. And I'll put this div and here /div I'll say. That means in this div, there are two divs. Okay, so instead of providing separate colors here, right? This div section and this div section, I'll remove the colors. And then I'll apply only at one place. Okay, I'll apply only at one place because first two chapters, I want the style to be in red color, let's say. Assume that, okay? I can write like this. You see, first two chapters are coming same color, okay? Let's say red color, okay? Red color is coming, okay? Red color will come, okay? First two chapters are part of the same div. Like that, whatever the div areas you want to create, parent div, child divs, you can create up to you, okay? How you want to apply the things, how do you want to make your work easy, okay? Based on that, you have to create the div tags. Got it now? Is
Got
that
it.
clear? Yeah. Now,
clear.
the other part I was talking about is span tags. Okay, span. Now, the situation here has come where, coming to the span tags also, I'll cover here somehow. I'll create some paragraph here. Otherwise, some div I'll say div/div. In that, create a body paragraph. This is para 1. It contains lots of information about Arun Motori. Okay, Arun Motori loves HTML. HTML stands for hypertext markup language. Like this, some text I have written inside the paragraph tag. Now, assume that if I apply a style here, style is equal to, write something like, where is that one? Remove that part. Click here. Yeah. Now this is a text that is coming here. You see, this is para 1. It contains lots information about Arun Motori. Arun Motori love HTML. HTML stands for hypertext markup language is there. So this is an entire paragraph, right? This is a paragraph. Paragraph is starting here, ending here. At the paragraph level also, I can apply style. Style is equal to, let's say, color is equal to aqua color. AQUA color. Aqua color should come. Aqua color has come or not? Yes or no? Did the aqua color come to this entire paragraph? When I applied the styling at the paragraph tag level? Tell me guys, is the aqua color came here? Guys, tell me whether the aqua color has come here? Yes or no? Yes. So now, I don't want the entire paragraph to be in the same color, where I want to, do some difference here. That is, maybe I want Arun Motori in a different color. Arun Motori text I want in a different color. So what I will do is I'll add span tags here. If I want to apply some separate stylings or separate things by dividing this paragraph, which is a one element into sub elements like this span L, right? And here at this span level, I'll apply style again. Style is equal to color colon red, I will say. Span color colon red, I will say. Okay, then what will happen? Now, can you see the difference, guys? Entire paragraph is not coming in aqua color. Arun Motori text is because I provided the span tags and so that I can apply some styling or something separately. For example, here, HTML, I want to give a different styling. So let's say HTML, I want to give a different styling. For that, again, span tags I'll use. Okay, this is one of the purpose of the span tags. Okay, you want to create a multiple elements, single element with multiple type of properties. Okay, then one of the reason for going for the style tag is like this. Okay, and span tag is like this. Okay, style is equal to font hyphen size colon 50 px. Close it. Now you see what happened. HTML is coming in 50 pixel size. This is a single paragraph only, but I am applying multiple styles for a single paragraph. How that is possible? With the help of span tags. With the help of span tags, we can divide a single element into multiple elements and apply styles for different portion of the element. Got it? Got it, everyone? What is the purpose of the span tag is clear? There are two types of things you have to understand in this HTML page. One is div tags, another one are span tags, because these are regularly you will see in the HTML code. Okay. So you have to understand how the developers are dividing a single HTML into multiple sections and how the developers are dividing the entire web page into multiple sections using div tags and single HTML element into multiple sections or element, okay, multiple parts. Using the span tag, a single HTML element can be applied with different properties and all, okay, using the span tag. Whereas using the div tag, multiple elements can be grouped and collected inside a box in a single box, okay. Here you see this H2 paragraph, all these multiple HTML elements are put inside a box here, okay. That is div tag. Whereas single element here, this div tag has one single element paragraph. That single element is broken down into multiple sections where multiple parts where each part has a different property here, styling property or whatever it is. Okay, that's where span tags and div tags will come into picture, guys. So you have to have this knowledge of HTML, then you will be good. Okay, this much of enough. This is more than enough, guys. Whatever covered is lot more than enough. Okay, for a for Selenium Java automation, that is more base. You don't have to worry. Meta, you don't have to worry. This I'll cover all these things in the non-tech to tech sections on the weekends. Doc type already I covered. Strong EM, no need to worry. Okay, this is all, guys. This is all about the HTML. So any doubts, any questions? We are done with HTML. Important things,
Hello.
whatever that is required, I covered already. Yeah.
Hello. In
Yes, Rakesh.
HTML is tag, okay, and in value is attributes.
What is that question again? Come again.
Hello. Can you
Yes, Rakesh.
open the code?
Yeah.
The P is a tag.
P
Style
is a
is
tag
a
name.
property. Tag name. Style is a properties for CSS.
No, style is an attribute, HTML attribute.
HTML attribute.
P is
Okay.
a HTML tag, style is a HTML attribute, and color aqua is a CSS property,
Okay.
which is the value of this style attribute now. Okay. This P and style are coming from
Okay.
HTML, whereas this is coming from CSS.
So actually,
Okay.
then the value is gonna be a CSS, right?
Yes, CSS property, you can say. CSS properties. Lot of styling properties will be there. If you Google it out, you'll get a lot of CSS styling properties. I'll show you. You don't have
Tag
to remember.
user properties. Combination of HTML.
CSS
Yeah.
properties, if you search for CSS properties, if you search for, these are separate things. Okay. CSS reference will come. In that, you will see a lot of properties there. You see, these are all properties. Okay. Accent, color, colon, you can give like that. Align elements. Okay. Like that, lot of properties will be there. This many properties you don't have to learn, but you have to understand. Okay. These are the CSS properties. So what are the properties we have used? Let's find out from this complete list of properties. What is the properties we have used? Let's see. Let's find out background color. Did we use this property? Yes or no? Did we apply this CSS property to the style attribute? Yes or no? Style is equal to background color colon some value we have given,
Yeah.
right? Yes. And similarly, if you go here, a lot of properties will be there. Okay. So just go down. You don't have to learn everything. Okay. This is like a dictionary. Whatever you need. Border color is also not there. We didn't use that. Okay. Try to stop me if you find some property that we have used. Okay. So this is a list of, if you want this, I can post this in the WhatsApp group. You can take it from there. CSS reference thing, because this may be helpful if you are really interested into the HTML front-end development, right? Then you can refer to the CSS properties and try to apply different properties to different things and then get the things done. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, I'll post that and let's go down here. Is there any other thing that we have used? Yeah, color property did we use? Color, text color, sets the color of the text. Color colon red we have used, right? That we have assigned to the style attribute of HTML in one of the elements. Okay. So like that. And then what is there still? Okay, a lot of properties will be there, guys. We don't have to know everything. Okay. Font family we have used, if you remember, font family. Then font size we have used. Okay. Then if you go down here, what else properties we have used? A lot of properties we have not used, guys. If you have to learn all the properties, it will take 30 days minimum. Okay. This many properties are there. If you want to be good at, it's like a dictionary, right? So it's like a dictionary of properties here. So text align we have used. Okay. Again, the text align property we have used. Clear, guys? Everyone clear now? What are CSS properties? I gave you this link. So you go to the HTML code, mention the paragraph tag from HTML and style attribute from HTML. To that you assign the CSS properties. Okay. Got it? This for CSS properties, you can refer to that list. I have already posted the CSS properties list here, CSS reference. From there, to try to apply the properties. I only gave 5 examples, but there are many CSS properties, okay? So you don't have to remember them. You just refer the documentation and apply the stylings and understand about them. You see, this page is clearly defining what exactly text align means. Specifies the horizontal alignment of the text, whether it is left aligned or right aligned or middle aligned. Just click on that link. You'll be taken to examples also. You see text align center, you can say text align left, you can say right, you can say justify, you can say multiple types. You can learn more, okay? You can learn more about that properties, but that's all a very big game again, okay? Cannot go in depth for that. Yeah, any other questions now? There's any other questions in this last part of HTML that I'm going to end today?
Yes. Yes. In if we go for HTML code once again, this need we before 2 days we radio type this type of
1 minute, okay? I think this is today's only, right?
A notepad, we create a notepad, I think.
Notepad we created?
Before we used
No. That notepad. Okay. 1 minute.
Because
I recreated everything here again. I recreated everything again here. It's not like first file.html or something. Yeah, this is the one.
This here input is a tag, type is a attribute, and
Attribute.
this is a we call
These are the values.
value. But
this is a value.
Yes, this
their value is a CSS property.
Okay. And in
their
CSS
value is a
case,
CSS property. You see here, you are giving the type as the attribute name, and this is attribute value, right? There, the attribute value is nothing but CSS property.
Okay. Yeah. Yes,
okay. And that CSS property again will contain some name and some value. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
You go here. This is a value only. This attribute name, this is a attribute value. But this attribute value is nothing but a CSS property. Okay. CSS property is a combination of some property name and some property value. Okay. Internally. This is a value only. It's the value of the attribute, but here the value type is CSS property type. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
So where you can find all these kind of properties that you can apply to the style attribute. This is the reference page I've given you already. Okay. There you can find. You don't have to learn them. Okay. You just don't have to remember, because can you memorize the dictionary? No, right? You have to be, use your mind and then go whatever you want, get that and apply that. Once the task is done, naturally you will learn. You see Selenium also a lot of commands will be there. Java also a lot of methods will be there. You will not learn everything, right? Complete library, no one can learn. Okay. But how to apply, how to use, how to refer to this, such kind of documentation is something we have to learn. Okay.
The last
like
case
how
P
to refer
has
yeah.
Go for CSS again. Just last question. P has and P paragraph one. You shortcut.
CSS selectors. You are asking about.
Yes. Here, what you before.
Yeah. These are CSS selectors.
Yes. Here we also before 1 to line we also P has para 3.
You can write that. This is a full form. This is a shortcut. Okay. So all the CSS selectors I am going to cover in the upcoming sessions for you. Okay. As part of CSS selectors locators, I am going to cover that. Okay. So there are a lot of other symbols also, like p.class also you can write. Okay. For example, if here B is having some class, let's say. Okay. Class is equal to Aaron is a class. Okay. Now I want to apply that. Okay. Here another B is also there. Let's assume that another B is also there. Name is also another B. Let's assume. Okay. This name is also having another B. Sorry, Control Z. Here name. Sorry, Control Z. Yeah, name is okay. What is happening, guys? My name, right? I'll type it otherwise. This B doesn't have the class. This B has a class. How to differentiate? If I say B font size means only this name will become bigger, right? If I go live here, you see which name is becoming bigger. Okay. And this B also is becoming bigger because it also has a B tag. But what if I separate like this? If I say specially for B dot Arun, then only you apply the 50 pixels. Normal B, you don't have to apply. The B tag having the class attribute value as Arun, for that only you can have apply. So for that, again, if you go here and see that, you see, name is going off, HTML is becoming, right? Got it?
Okay, yes, I got it.
So like that, a lot of CSS selectors will be there, like lot symbols will be there, like hash will be there, caret symbol will be there, at the rate symbols, I mean, not at the rate won't be there. Greater than symbols will be there in CSS selectors. That is a very big subject. Okay. At this level, you don't have to worry about CSS selectors, but at least this level is enough. When we go to the CSS locator, CSS selectors locator concept, right, you will understand this. Okay. How we are creating the CSS selectors here to locate the elements on the web pages. Using CSS selectors, we are doing that, okay? So during the locator concept, you will understand all these topics. How to create these short forms, long forms, and all those stuff, okay? That's the syntax of CSS, okay? If you go and search in Google, YouTube or Google, right, CSS selectors, you'll get a topic. In W3 schools also, I think W3 schools CSS selectors, if you type, you will get a separate, tutorial on that. It's a very big tutorial you will get, okay? CSS selectors tutorial you will get. You see, CSS selectors is a topic, separate topic, like P tag. You want to learn that, you can learn from here. Okay. Dot center means any tag having the class as center. Okay. Any tag name having the class attribute value as center. Paragraph having the class attribute. Dot means class. Dot means short form of class. Class is equal to center. You see, class center is there, it will be applied. Hashtag means it can be anything, any tag, anything. Okay. All the elements it will be applied. H1 tags only, the CSS properties will be applied. H2 tags only in the page, the CSS properties will be applied. For H1 comma H2 comma P, the CSS properties, multiple CSS properties also can give separated by semicolon here. All these things, if you want to learn, you have to dig deep into CSS selector concept and you have to become in depth, you have to go. Got it? Is that clear? So who has come new to the batch? Guys, who has come new to the batch? Are you guys there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, Leah, like we have completed some sessions already. I'll show you where exactly they are. Did you have this link? Google Drive link, do you have? Anyone have provided this Google Drive link to you?
Batch 1 or batch 2?
Only one link will be there where you can access both batch 1 and batch 2 together.
Mm-hmm.
So to do that, what you have to do is, are you part of this group? Discussion batch,
Yeah.
WhatsApp discussion group. Just click on that group. Show more. In the description of this group, you will see a Google Drive link. Copy that link. In whatever the browser where you have this, your email address and all those details, provided, right? Just, paste that. Okay. For example, you have registered to us with some email address, right? That email address, registered browser, you go there. Preferably Opera browser you try to use because Google Drive videos will work in a proper way. Okay. Google Drive videos will work in a proper way. Okay. So in that, if you go to that link, right, you will see batch 2 folder. Can you see the batch 2 folder?
Yeah.
So you have to focus on this first. Okay, batch 2 folder you have to go. Remaining all are batch 1 and additional stuff. Okay, that will keep going. Those are all R&D and other stuff. But so till now we completed 9 sessions, but they are very simple and easy sessions. We are this is the introduction to Selenium. How many topics, how many videos are there on introduction? 1 hour will be there and another 1 hour doubts will be there generally. Okay, then introduction to Selenium, 3 parts are there. Okay. This one is Selenium IDE. Okay. Other one is, we don't use this in real time, but as a content, right? As part of the content, I have to cover this, but we don't use in real time. You can also check this. Okay. These 3 parts will be covering introduction. What is Selenium? What is manual testing? What is automation testing? What are the different browsers supported by Selenium? What is the official website of Selenium? Like that, many topics, 3 topics, day 1, day 2, day 3 will have that. And the 4th will be Selenium ID. And from 5th onwards to the today's 10th part, 5 to 10 will be on HTML. Okay, from very basic HTML, go to the detailed. Today's session is the last part. Okay, if you can learn this, then you are all good setup. Okay, then tomorrow we may either start software testing basics or we may start locators. I'll decide and tell you. Okay, I have not decided it. I'll try to take one thing. Okay, so meanwhile, while the sessions are going on, these are very basic sessions. You can go with the sessions. If you have any doubts, can ask me at the end of the session every day. They're just, go to them. They're very easy, pretty easy. Okay. Very basics of HTML, very basics of what is Selenium, very basics of what is Selenium ID at a high level. I covered that. Okay. Selenium ID we don't use in real time, but I just wanted to cover that at a high level so that you'll have some basic knowledge of the Selenium ID. Okay.
Yeah, and
Clearly.
for the tool, we need to download the JDK. All those. Do you also guide about?
We have never went there for Java. We have never installed JDK so far as part of this batch 2. That is not yet covered for you. Okay. These are very introduction topics only covered. Okay.
No, like you are going to do in future.
Yes, I'm going to. Installation, downloading, everything I'll show you with examples and explain detailed explanation why this version, that version and all. Okay.
Okay. Thank
Don't
you.
have to worry about that. So these are very basic stuff. If you are able to understand, then just go through them. Okay. They're not mandatory even. If you have them, it's good to have. Okay. So you can
And
parallelly
also,
attend the yeah.
and also in future, do you also do the in CI/CD in the DevOps? Do you show
Yes,
that?
everything will be done. Recently we have DevOps session also. Okay. Now Docker containers you are saying, right? Docker containers and Kubernetes. You will run
like
the
the pipeline, the Selenium pipeline, CI/CD. You will show in the how
Jenkins, GitHub
in the
Jenkins, GitHub Jenkins and Docker, right?
Okay, yeah.
Combinations. Yeah, that will do. Recently, yesterday and day before yesterday, we had the expert sessions on the topics only. Okay, one topic was on complete DevOps. How much of what is DevOps and all, what we have to learn as part of DevOps. That was one topic given by one expert known as Shaker. And yesterday we had at 5:30 p.m. we had another session taken by CI/CD pipeline by Rajan. Okay, so
Oh.
that kind of sessions will keep happening. That even though they are happening or not, whatever that is required for software testers, I'll cover. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay. And do you have also
So
class
if you
for
want
Java?
to, if you have missed their sessions and if you want to, go through them, you can have this folder. You see, when you go to the Google Drive link, right, there is a separate folder like CEO Experts folder. Apart from Batch 2 folder, you can see CEO Expert Talks folder. So in that folder, if you go right, you will find all the webinars by experts given so far as part of our trainings. Okay, whenever they are ready, right, available, right, we'll do that. So Rajan's thing I didn't upload, I think so. I'll upload right now. Okay, I forgot. I
Do
think
you,
so.
do you also have a class for the JavaScript?
Yeah, what happened? What is
Do you
that?
have do you have also class? I mean, not in this class, but other time class. Do you have
Yes,
JavaScript
yes.
also?
On weekends, generally we have non-tech to tech sessions happening from 2:30 p.m. onwards. Okay, where I'll be covering non-tech to tech sessions. Currently, we are going in depth into HTML. Once HTML is done, we'll go in depth in CSS there. Then after CSS, we'll go in depth in JavaScript. Like that, we'll keep going on the technical stuff on weekends. 2:30 p.m. IST on weekends, on Saturday and Sunday.
I didn't understand. So 5 days a week, Monday to
5 days a week is a general training, additional stuff I mean to say. For example, you're asking for JavaScript, okay, let's say. That I will not cover as part of the general training. That will be part of an additional thing. That additional stuff will happen on weekends.
additional stuff means for this course or is general?
General.
General.
Anyone can attend. Anyone can attend. Some webinars will happen. This non-tech to tech sessions will happen like that. Okay.
No,
That is
I'm not. I'm talking like class as a training for the JavaScript.
in this class, Selenium Java will be the main point, and JavaScript is not that much required in Selenium Java.
Okay.
So that's the reason it's not part of this. And if you really want to learn JavaScript, and that will be done on the weekends as part of add-on sessions.
So do you go for JavaScript like one by one in the details, or is this general knowledge?
Very depth, very depth. Lot of R&D oriented. Okay, that level will go.
So you said 2 p.m. right? Yeah, in
2:30 p.m. 2:30 p.m. IST.
Okay.
Non-tech to tech sessions at 2:30 p.m. IST. Here's the thing. Okay, this is the one non-tech to tech sessions. And coming to the CEO sessions, I have to upload one thing. Just give me a second. CEO expert sessions, all this kind of additional sessions will happen on weekends. Okay, whatever you want to learn, right? Okay, the CI/CD pipeline session has happened for 2.5 hours on weekend from 5:30 to yesterday, 5:30 to it started at around 5:30 and it stopped at 7:30, I think so. 7:30 or 8. I don't remember. So it's like more than 2 hours it took. Okay. So this kind of additional sessions, you can, if you have missed the sessions, right, you can watch them. These are like ongoing R&D sessions. You see, there's no starting point, there is no ending point. Okay. So what we are planning, I'll tell you guys what is going to happen in the coming days. In the coming days, what is going to happen, I'll tell you. Just give me a second. Here, Monday to Friday. Here again, Monday to Friday, evening hours. Morning hours is 7 a.m. IST. Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. IST. Okay, the batch one is going on. Okay, we are currently almost at Selenium automation. Advanced topics are getting completed. If you have joined as part of batch two, you can also join batch one also. There is no restriction. Okay, if you want to join in middle, you can do that. Here in the morning hours, I am covering Selenium advanced topics like, how to take screenshots. Okay, then how to automate different type of calendars and all those stuff that is being covered from Monday to Friday. This is the thing. Okay, Monday to Friday. And here on the evening hours, that is Monday to Friday again, evening hours, Monday to Friday again, Monday to Friday again. Okay, at 8 p.m. IST, 8 p.m. IST. Okay. Just give me a second, guys. Just give me a second. Okay. So guys, evening hours, 8 p.m. IST, this is for batch. Okay, we are in the beginning stage. Whereas batch one, we are almost at the end of Selenium advanced topics. We are soon going to start the framework concepts. Okay, framework concepts are going to be started in the batch one. There are 3 to 4 topics left out, and we have a plan for that. In maybe 1 or 2 weeks, it will be completed. And in that, after that, we'll go for the framework concepts. In batch two, we just started here. Okay, we started with some prerequisites for Selenium automation like HTML, CSS, and the other thing is, locators, core Java, software testing basics. Something will be covered. Then we'll start Selenium, and after the 50 days are completed, then we may go for some R&D here. Okay, R&D part of whatever you want, SQL you want or whatever you want, that will be there. Okay, as part of the sessions also it can be there, but after 50 days only it can be done. And whatever the other things, additional stuff, right, we are doing on weekends, and we are going to change the plan a bit. So what's going to happen is this batch one is going to continue here. These slots are going to be occupied by batch one going ahead. Okay, so from the morning hour that is 7 a.m. will be batch one. Okay, we are almost at the end, right? So we want to cover a lot of stuff for batch one. So on the weekends going ahead, batch one will be there. Batch one will be continued. Okay, live automation challenges will be stopped for a while, and batch one will be continued. And there we are doing. They also look something similar to live automation only, but for batch one, we want to spend more time. Okay, just to complete and just quickly move on to the frameworks. Okay, and then here at 2:30 p.m. At 2:30 p.m. we have non-tech to tech series. At 2:30 p.m. we have non-tech to all these are additional, guys. Okay, I'm providing all this as an additional stuff. Okay, this is not mandatory. 2:30 p.m. If you are interested, you can attend. Okay, 2:30 p.m. IST. You have this non-tech to tech series where I'm actually covering HTML already. So you can go through this if you want to non-tech to tech series, right? You have a folder here, non-tech to tech, inside our Google Drive. Because these are the sessions I covered so far. Okay, very depth HTML sessions. Okay, in-depth HTML sessions we are covering now. Okay, in-depth HTML sessions I'm covering. And again at 5:30 p.m. to whatever the remaining time, right? Whatever the remaining time, mostly we are planning for batch one only. I'm just trying to think about Java thing, but let's see. Java depth thing generally happens at 8 p.m. IST, but I'm not sure how we can take up that. So because for a few weekends, right, batch one spots will be applied by the batch one. Okay, so non-tech will be there or may not be there also. Okay, we don't know. So for a while, don't worry about this non-tech tech stuff and all. So somehow it will be covered at some point of time for you. So currently weekend is kind of doubtful for what will be there and all. I'll be posting that a day before the weekend. Okay, what will be there on the weekend, I'll post that. Maybe I'm trying to take the batch 1 sessions. Okay, on weekend, Saturday and Sunday, both will be going for the batch 1. Okay, that's what is the plan. Because the batch 1 people have requested me to complete this course content faster way, maybe 1 or 2 weekends. So it will, no other additional stuff will be there. After that, we may go with non-tech to tech sessions on weekends or whatever we can plan. Okay, every week I'll let you know what we are going to cover. Okay, fine. For now, you focus on the batch 2 only. Okay, so remaining all things that has to be covered in depth will be covered on the weekends, and how it will be covered, when it will be covered, I'll intimate you over the WhatsApp here. I'll post the things. Okay, tomorrow what sessions are there, I'll post before the weekend. Got it clear?
Yes.
So don't worry about the weekend sessions. Don't worry about the weekend sessions. This is tentative, like it's an additional sessions. It may be batch 1 session, sometimes it may be general sessions, sometimes additional sessions, sometimes it will be webinars. But the main area that you have to focus is either batch 2, is 5 days, or batch 1. Okay, you can attend both batch 1 and batch 2 also at the same time. If you are already aware of some concepts of Selenium, Java and all, you can attend both the batches also. Okay, from scratch means here, from middle means here. Okay, that's the plan. These are the main areas. The red color thing is the main area, and this red color thing is the main area. Okay, this is all additional stuff. This other thing is additional. You can be part of any of the things. Here we are started from beginning. Here we are in the middle or almost at the end of this batch 1. Okay. Any other questions, Leah? Just attend for 1 week or something. You will understand everything. Okay, don't get confused. It will be very clear for you. Okay. Main thing is that you joined as batch 2, right? Leah, you joined
Yeah.
for batch 2.
Yeah.
So you will continue with this one. Whenever that is really required, right? I'll explain. Don't worry. Okay. Either on weekends or something, we'll take some time and I'll explain. Okay. Don't worry.
Okay.
Even C covered, API will be covered, API testing will be covered. Okay. Many things are there to be covered. I'll intimate you. Whenever the situation comes, right, I'll intimate you. Parallelly, you can attend all the sessions, whatever you want. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? Anyone who is new to the batch or something want to get my guidance? For now, focus on this batch 2 group. Inside the batch 1, there's a batch 2 group. This is something you have to focus for now. Okay, don't worry about other stuff. Okay, here only I'm covering HTML, CSS. Why? Because we need to understand locators. Okay, for locators, we are preparing ourselves here. From 5th video to 9th video, if you watch, you are good to go. Okay, from 5th to 9th, you first watch, then you go with 1 to 3 later, whenever you have time. Okay, from 5 to 9, you watch, 5 to 10, you watch it first, and be ready for tomorrow's session where I'll start locators. Okay, locators is something I'm going to start. Tomorrow's topic will be locators. Everyone try to attend the locators topic. Okay. After the locators, we may go for other presets and Selenium automation or whatever it is. Okay, that's the plan. So if you have any questions, you can ask me still, guys. Or if you don't have any questions, just type no in the chat box. Then we'll stop this session here. Guys, if you are done with you are done with your doubts, you can stop it here. Okay, great. Yeah, welcome, guys. So that's all for today. Then we'll meet you tomorrow, either in the morning batch or
Arun.
yeah. Welcome, Satya. Yeah, bye everyone. See you. Try to join whatever the sessions that is possible, either batch 1, batch 2, whenever you are comfortable. Try to join and take the advantage of all the sessions. See you then. Bye everyone. Bye everyone. See you. Bye.